this is an interesting thing. This is called a rain drum. I think the water hit this and it sound, it was more resonant when it had the full body.
Okay.
Now it's just a fragment. But look at the engraving.
Yeah, it must have been nice when it was really.
I think the patina now
Oh,
is
yes,
incredible,
yes.
but yes, it was very different when it was just. And this is from Vietnam,
Oh.
about 2,000 to 2,400 years ago. Amazing.
That's where we're going next year.
It's a
Vietnam.
great place. I haven't been there, but all our friends who have gone.
Can you tell me about this piece here? This one?
The animal on top?
Yes.
Yeah. So take a look at this. You see that that's an antelope on this side?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so the Bamana people of Mali,
Of Mali, you say?
of
Okay.
Mali in
Okay.
Africa,
Mm-hmm.
it's a very important animal and figure for them.
Mm-hmm.
And according to their legend, that the antelope brought knowledge of agriculture to the Bamana. Why they chose a wild animal to, bring agriculture, I don't know, but they did. So Chihuahua figures, that's what they refer to as Chihuahua figures, are beautiful and very important to the Bamana. This is a variation on that, this big one. And it's also from Mali. It has some metal plating on it, and but it very much is in the general characteristics of a Chihuahua, although the tail with the curl in it is a little strange. So it sort of looks somewhere between a dragon and an antelope. This needs a big coffin table.
Is she pregnant or what
Yeah,
is going on here?
and pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
like everywhere in the world,
Mm-hmm.
fertility is a big thing, not taken for granted, and so figures, that it's like priming the pump, so to speak. You create that. This probably these were called, what were they called? They sort of stomped it on the ground as the procession went by, I think at funerals, or maybe some other ritual events as well. And it's quite heavy. Usually they're lighter than this, but someone big must have bang this up and down. I can't. I'm blocking.
What kind of wood? What
Don't
kind
know.
of wood?
Don't know. It's
Okay, maybe
very,
mahogany or
very no,
no?
not necessarily. But
No.
it's very heavy, so it's a hardwood. And yeah, the weight is quite heavy on that. This is from Mali as well, the Dogon people, who, and this is a conjoined couple.
What do you think it's supposed to symbolize?
Well,
Because couple unity.
Couples in African art, I'm sure it symbolizes unity. I think male and female are two, like yin and yang. They're those sort of duality forces that make the world go round.
That's true. That's true.
But at a more conventional level, they honor their ancestors, this way.
Hello, everyone. This is Petulia Blake, Prevailing Pieces, and I'm here with Richard talking about his beautiful collection. These are amazing pieces coming from all over the world, And it's such a delight to be sharing them with you. So let's continue to explore this amazing space. Is there a particular piece that you are in love with that you'd like to talk about? I'm sure
I
you're.
think the ones I'm in love with I didn't necessarily bring here to sell.
Can you tell me about the pieces from Central America or from Mexico? I actually like what your explanation about this one. Can you reiterate?
Yes, these are masks, indigenous groups in the northwest of the U.S. and Canada, and tribes like the Kwakiutl and Haida and so on. And the one on top is an eagle with a fish in his mouth, and the mouth opens and closes with strings when the person dances the mask in a ritual, and the wings flap. And
What happens to the fish as the tongue? It's almost as the fish is
it's almost
constructed
like the tongue,
goes-
but it fits in as the mouth
it
closes.
closes. Yes,
So, you know, it would be a dramatic touch if the dancer danced with the mouth closed and then at a strategic point opened the mouth and there's the fish. But there also may be a story told where those elements of catching the fish may be incorporated in.
Hello, everyone. Again, this is Prevailing Pieces, and I'm exploring this amazing antique space and speaking with the owner about his collections from around the world. This lady here is very beautiful. Tell me, do you know anything about her?
It's from India. It's an Indian, probably temple dancer. I'm assuming very early 20th century or 19th century. It's wood. It's a fairly light wood, and as you can see, you know, it was highly painted. Still has most of the paint, but it's a sort of classic kind of hand and feet positions for Indian dance.
I love it. Have you tried giving her a name?
No. I will let whoever adopts her.
Good idea.
Pose is similar to the pose that Shiva, you know, is shown in you know, the old stone and bronze figures. So she can be Shiva.
So let's call her Shiva for now. I happen to like mermaids when I travel. Tell me a little bit about this piece. This is quite interesting. It has the like a pink tail, and then it is.
It's just folk art from Mexico, and it's got this long tail, which is not a true mermaid's thing, but it serves as a tripod to keep her out.
Now I'm able to see that. Okay.
I'll show you some other Mexican folk art. these figures, these men sitting and the couple dancing there and people, market people and so on, are all ceramic figures from Oaxaca. There's a particular family there named Aguilar, which means eagle, and they've been doing this for, I think, 3 generations now. And these are vintage old pieces, but they all have wonderful character. Each one is different. No, all modeled by hand.
I presume made with clay, of course.
Yeah.
Of beautiful.
And they're fired, but they're fired at a low, they're not like fired like you'd fire functional ceramics.
Can you tell me about this beautiful woman that I saw earlier? This one. Where did you purchase this? This is a beautiful piece which was painted in 1944.
Mm-hmm. This was from an auction in Connecticut, and I just thought the direct gaze right into the viewer and the kind of unapologetic hair going,
I love her eyes, by the way.
Yeah,
Yes.
the eyes and the way the cheeks and mouth suggest kind of containing, yeah, and the body is beautifully done. It's just a wonderful piece and has a real kind of period feel to it.
Thank you.
Whoever painted it had some serious feeling at the time. It wasn't done.
So are you an artist? Do you paint?
No,
Do you do anything? Or just do you simply collect and admire?
I appreciate.
Ah, you are an art lover.
Yeah.
So again, everyone, this is Prevailing Essence. Oh, pardon me, Prevailing Pieces, which is beautiful. It is beautiful essence in here. But this is Prevailing Pieces, and I'm here at this amazing antique space, speaking with the collector, the art collector, who has obviously chosen these magnificent pieces from all over the world. So all I'm essentially doing today is exploring. So shall we continue? One last question here. This looks like the earth is open, or do you have an idea as to what's happening here?
Well, it's something that's opened up.
Mm-hmm.
If it's sort of, I think this actually comes out.
Mm.
Yeah. It's could be a seed or a nut, or it could be something cosmic.
I'm getting that feeling, that cosmic feeling.
Yeah. And this was done by a young ceramic artist who I can't remember his name right off the top of my head, but he unfortunately passed away very young. And they were, I think, family or others were starting a foundation, and the work was being sold for, charity. It just appealed to me.
Oh, thank you so very much. Can you tell us just a little bit about your vision for this space or for the individuals who choose to buy pieces in here?
Well, my vision for this space was not to fill a chock-a-block like this, but I love things and I have a lot of things, so I ended up filling it, sort of overfull. So it makes for, on the one hand, less aesthetic viewing, but on the other hand, it makes for much more exploration and adventure.
It is. That's
When
exactly how I feel,
when you're
being in
here.
here. I'm exploring and it's also an adventure.
Some things here, a
Hmm.
small number I bought without much interest in them myself, but the vast majority I collected, and so they have, I have some attachment to them, they have some meaning to me, so if someone, I love to pass them on to people who will enjoy them. Sometimes someone is a dealer and comes in, and I don't take pleasure in that, but I do love it when someone will give a piece in a good home and maybe pass it to their children or grandchildren. So, which unfortunately my children will collect a lot of things and have to deal with that. So.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Well, that's it, my dear friends. Thank you for joining Prevailing Pieces. Have a beautiful day.